Hi everyone, today I've got something special for you. I've played PvZ1 mods, I've played PvZ2 mods, I've even played, no, actually that's about it. But this time I'm bringing you Plants vs. Zombies Garden Warfare 2 mods. You might not think that there's that many mods for this game, but there's actually a lot. Everything is covered, really. For example, have you ever wanted to play as Springtrap? There's a mod for it. Why? I don't know, but it is an option. Well anyways, I picked out a bunch of mods that I thought seemed interesting. Now keep in mind that for the most part, you cannot play these mods online. You could still do private lobbies if you wanted to play with other people though. But yeah, that's enough introduction. Let's play some mods. And we'll start off with none other than Project Visionary. Because of course we are. This is probably the most well-known mod these days, at least it's the one I keep hearing about. So what does it add? Well, you know, a couple of variants. A couple thousand maybe. Okay, it's not that many, but it's still a lot. It would take all day to go over all of them, so I'm just gonna highlight a handful that I like. Like the ZPD Riot Trooper. Or the SWAT Soldier, looks like they couldn't settle on a name. He has a very short-range taser gun that doesn't have a lot of shots, but it does do some pretty good damage. Now here's an interesting one, the Cosmic Flower. When you vanquish an enemy, you turn into this weird orb thingy. I don't exactly understand what it does, but I think I'm hurting them. Next up is Camo Corn. In other words, the Sniper. Not much else to say about that one. Well, on the opposite end of the spectrum is the Radio Cactus, a cactus who specializes more in mid-range than long-range, with some added toxic damage to boot. And I hope you didn't think the secret classes were exempt from getting variants. Of course we have some for the Torchwood, like this guy who looks really weird. I'm playing with like half a Torchwood right now, but he is pretty strong, so there's that. So naturally there's some goat variants as well, but I've got an even better goat for you. The Goat Blossom. Upon every kill, you can turn zombies into a goat that will fight for you. I guess you could say this plant is the goat. Okay, I'm sorry. Wow, that one was pretty bad. The Mecha Renegade Imp of course has his own Z-Mech, and it's pretty similar to the normal one. But instead of a stomp, it has a dash. And instead of missiles, it has even more missiles. There's also the Wizard. He has a powerful energy staff, and he also gets XP for existing for some reason. That's kinda random, but I guess he is pretty good at this whole existence thing. I'm still figuring it out myself. And now for possibly my favorite one in the mod, Reanimator. That's a great movie, by the way, if you haven't seen it.
Do you agree that he's dead now? Do you agree that he's dead now?
So anyways, by killing plant heroes, they will then be reanimated as a zombie, and will now fight for you. That's right, zombie plants. Or wait, would they be plant zombies? Oh, this is confusing. So, what else is new? Well, there's new enemies, new bosses, new characters. Oh yeah, new characters. We can now play as the Robo-Zombie. He's pretty cool. He can punch, shoot rockets, has a jetpack. It's good stuff. And the new plant class is the Squash. He does what he's always done, squashes zombies. And naturally there are variants for these new classes as well. Overall, really cool mod. I was only able to cover a fraction of all the new content. You really should check it out for yourself. Okay, well, that took longer than I expected, but it's time for the next mod. Have you ever thought Garden Ops and Graveyard Ops were just too easy? Well, here is Ops V2. As you can see, there is way more enemies, and different types of enemies, new special waves, pretty much anything you could want. It's pretty cool. The Ops modes are kinda the same thing every time once you've played enough of them, so having a mod like this is cool, and lets you get some more mileage out of them. But let's not stop there. We can make it even harder. This mod right here is called Nightmare Ops. If you thought Ops V2 was too easy, well, I'd like to see you say that now. You can set the game to Nightmare difficulty, which, as the name suggests, is pretty hard. I would definitely recommend playing this with a full party, because the amount of enemies that appear is quite overwhelming. Not to mention there's new enemy types and tons of new special waves. It truly is a mod for those who have mastered Garden Warfare 2. Also, be careful not to die, because if you go into Spectator, this might happen. I don't know exactly what this is, but definitely doesn't seem good. Next up is PVZGW2 minus. I know what you're thinking. Minus? What does that mean in this situation? Well, I'll tell you. Basically, every stat in the game is multiplied by -1. In other words, it's reversed. To show you an example, let's look at Rock P. Normally, this variant has more health, but moves slower. Well now, he has less health and moves faster. You see? So it's basically like an opposite day mod. Well, how much does this actually change things? Depending on the character we choose, it can be quite a lot. I tried a bunch of characters, and here are the ones that stood out the most. Tank Commander. Normally, he has just one shot, but now he has, well, a lot more. They don't exactly do a lot of damage though. AC Perry, on the other hand, he definitely received a bit of a glow up. Sure, he has less shots than normal, but his damage output is much better. And if you ever wanted to be completely useless, just play Vampire Flower. Now, instead of healing by damaging enemies, you can actually hurt yourself, which means yes, you can now vanquish yourself. Awesome. Yeah, this is a fun mod to mess around in, but let's try another one. Big Edition. As you can imagine, this mod takes all of the characters and makes them big. Bigger, slower, more health. Basically, everybody is a boss. But does bigger equal better? Probably not. It takes so much longer to kill enemies, and there are definitely some texture problems. But I know what you're wondering. If normal characters are all made big, what about the already big boss characters? Well, they seem to be normal size. That's kinda disappointing, but hey, maybe they'll add an update. Probably not though, but maybe. Okay, pause real quick. Hi everyone, this is Editing Extra here. Now I just realized that, for whatever reason, the mod page for this was taken down. In other words, yeah, definitely a no on that update. I don't know what's going on with this mod or the mod creator, but oh well. Okay, I gotta get back to it. Bye for now. Well, here's another idea. Ultimate Boss Edition. We're not just playing as boss-sized characters, we're playing as bosses themselves. Now I will say that just because you're a boss doesn't mean you're unstoppable. They actually did attempt to balance them as if they were actual characters, and it works decently enough. It would be cool if they were as strong as they normally are, but hey, the boss is never as powerful when you unlock him. It's just an unspoken rule of gaming. Alright, one more mod for today, and this is an interesting one. The Swap Plants and Zombies mod. Believe it or not, it actually swaps the plants and zombies. Okay, but specifically, you can now play as a plant in the zombie team, or even a zombie on the plant team. Now, why would you actually want to do this? I don't know. But it is kinda cool, even if it doesn't completely work. For example, Chomper is not able to swallow plants, and also you will still get revived by members of the normal team. So yes, this cactus decided to revive me, then immediately attempt to kill me. Thanks, Mrs. Prickles, if that is your real name. But yeah, if you ever wanted to really confuse yourself while playing this game, this is the mod for you. Well, would you look at the time? I'd love to keep modding, but unfortunately, I've gotta water my, zombies. But I hope you enjoyed. Let me know what you thought of these mods, and if there's any other cool ones I should check out. But for now, thank you for watching. I've been Extra. Have an incredible rest of your day.